game proper. Whip game proper. You know my whip game proper. Whip proper. You know my whip game proper. Whip game proper.
Buddy, Alex from Schultz Reviews here. Again, it's my third video I've made today. I don't know if I'll be able to upload all of them because I still have a lot of editing to do, but I'm trying to, throw in as many reviews as I can for everybody. This one is going to be on the Buzz Pro, new PV I got a few days ago. I was going to do an unboxing / first impression review, and I did end up doing one, but I did not like the way it turned out, so I just decided to trash it, and I'm going to wing this review after I've used it for a few days. I'm going to wing it just because of the fact that I like it so much that I have so many things to say about it, and if I were to write them all down and have some type of structure to this review, it would take me several videos to say everything I have to say. I did pay for this myself. I didn't get it for free to do a review or anything, so this is a completely unbiased opinion. I'm going to throw in kind of like a mini review with it, and that's going to be on the M1A1 Tank, which is offered by notcigs as well. You can pick one up with or without your Buzz Pro. So with that said, let's jump into it right away and take a closer look at the Buzz Pro. Alright, so here we have the Buzz Pro. This is the the black version of the Buzz Pro. It has a nice size to it. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be based on the videos that I had seen. It has a button right here, a yellow clicky button. It is recessed, so it doesn't fire in your pocket or helps it to not fire in your pocket. Kind of on the other side there of the button is a screw, which I'm assuming has something to do with the top cap assembly with a connection, and also a wheel to adjust your voltage. This wheel has a green, yellow, and red marking. We will get into that further, but they are basically different set voltages to let you know where you're at on the Buzz Pro. I got the 510 connection chrome cap along with the chrome bottom. They offer brass for cheaper, but in my opinion it looks like crap. So I went with the chrome. It has some vent holes here at the bottom, and these are, if your batteries expunge any gases, they will come out of the air holes. So it's kind of like a protection feature. It does have some protection circuitry built in here, but I don't know the dynamics of that really because I'm not a modder. It has a very, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there is a tiny light inside of this Buzz Pro, and when you press that button, that light turns blue. I don't know if you can see that. That means that it's firing, and pretty much that's about it. The bottom has a hole in the bottom cap, along with a screw which holds together the spring assembly. And inside, I have some black AW-ICR batteries. These and the powerizers are the best in my opinion. And once you put it all together, if you shake it around a lot, you might feel a little bit of jiggle with the batteries. I don't know if that's just mine, but it doesn't seem to affect the function at all, and it doesn't seem to bother me either. It has an on-off feature, and basically what you do is you just stare down at that red light and turn the bottom cap to the left toward off until that light disappears, and then the unit is off. I don't really turn mine off very often just because I use it so frequently, but that is a feature that the Buzz Pro has. So let's vape with it and see how it works. Alright, so that was a close-up of the Buzz Pro. Along with my order, I got myself one of these voltage reading adapters, so I could just, basically for the purpose of doing reviews, it's not necessary. You can basically just adjust it to your preference, whatever tastes the best. which I think is probably your best bet. But for review purposes and to kind of get an idea of the power I like to vape at, like the wattage and whatnot, I do use this. So let's look at the available voltages inside the Buzz Pro. So we're going to screw this on, and the first setting is going to be all the way over to the lowest end, which is, a little to the right of the green line. And the bottom voltage for the Buzz Pro is 3.3. If I move it to the green, the voltage comes out to 3.4, 3.5, 3.45. It's right around 3.4. If I move it up to the yellow, it reads out at 4.5. And then if I move it to the red, sorry, I'm trying to line it up perfectly, comes out at about 5.2. I can go a little bit further than that on this wheel, go all the way over until it just stops. And the highest voltage that it's capable of is 5.4. They say 5.5, but I believe that's before load or something, and that's why. I'm not entirely sure. You can select any voltage in between that lower 3 all the way up to the 5.4, and all you have to do is adjust the wheel. It's very, very simple. The wheel is not going to move on its own. It's sturdy, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so that's pretty much how you adjust the voltage and also the range of voltages that you can pick on the Buzz Pro. Now we're going to get into some of the function and kind of show you how it vapes. Firstly, I've got a M1A1 Tank. This is a new tank system that's offered by notcigs. You can get it with or without your Buzz Pro. It's about $30, I believe, and it's a cartomizer tank. Okay. The difference between this and another tank, though, other tanks, there are a couple differences. This here is a liquinator, and as you can see, hopefully you can see, the liquinator is just a little bit bigger than the M1A1 tank. There's different sizes of both of these, but this is the small M1A1, this is the small liquinator. The liquinator is a little bit larger. The biggest difference, though, that you'll notice is that the liquinator does not have this screw here. And this is a big, big improvement to the tanks. What the screw does is apply pressure to the cartomizer inside so that it kind of creates not a seal, but like it'll hold to the cartomizer. When you screw it on, screw it off, when you maneuver it and whatnot, the screw will hold the cartomizer in place so that nothing slips and slides around. With the liquinator, there is no that feature is not available. So it's kind of a pain, and that's pretty much why I use the Mega DCCs in a small liquinator, because if I get a larger liquinator for the Mega DCs, it's flush with the top, and if I use the Bogues inside of these small liquinators, it's flush with the top. And it's really hard to take it on and off, depending on the drip tip and whatever. So I use this so I can grab onto something here and twist it on and off. This completely solves that problem. Although a little bit smaller, it is very, very well built. It feels a lot sturdier to me than the liquinator. It has anodized aluminum, I believe, end caps on here on both sides of the tank, and the tank itself is supposed to be indestructible. If it does break, they will repair it for you. They stand by their product, obviously, which is a good thing to see. So let's throw this on the Buzz Pro. I do have a standard resistance Bogue cartomizer on here. I believe those are right around 3 ohms. And I'm going to fire it at somewhere between 5.0 and 5.1. See how it vapes. Great vapor production. And fantastic taste. I think Cardos at 5 volts is probably the best vaping experience you're going to get if you're not dripping, and it works great for that. So I do recommend the M1A1 Tank. For those of you who are drippers, though, the Buzz Pro is fantastic for this. The cool thing about a variable voltage mod is you can use low resistance, standard resistance, high voltage atomizers. It doesn't matter. Basically, anything you got in your toolbox will work on this thing. Like, let's say I had a fruity flavor, a sweeter flavor, and I wanted to use a 306 low resistance Cisco atomizer. I would pop this on there and turn the voltage to anywhere from 3.7 to about 3.9, my preference. Here we have a standard resistance, 510 Joy. I can throw this on when I'm doing, let's say, like a tobacco flavor, and run it at, 5 volts, or something like that. And I guess I'll show you guys how, how it looks how it vapes when you're dripping. I've already dripped into this, so it doesn't need to be dripped into again. Fantastic vapor production and even better taste. Right now I'm vaping the Bounty Hunter from Nightlight Vapor. Definitely like an all-day vape for me. Great juice. Highly recommend it. And that's basically the Buzz Pro. So overall, this is my favorite PV currently. I could not live without it. It's definitely the best investment I've ever made when it comes to my e-cigs. And I would recommend this to anybody. Beginners, maybe not, but people looking for a variable voltage mod or just a new mod in general, check out the Buzz Pro. It has the hit control, and although one of the things that turns people off is both the button and the fact that it doesn't have a readout display for the voltage, and to be honest with you, the button ends up being real nice, and also you don't need you don't need to know all the time what your voltage is. You can buy a meter so you can find out, but it's best to just vape it and adjust the wheel to your liking. And then if you want to know how much, what the wattage is or power or voltage, whatever, throw that on there and find out what voltage, setting you're at, and that's pretty much your preferred vape. Taste is totally subjective, and everybody's is going to be different. I highly recommend you don't, jump onto a forum, go on ECF and hear somebody saying, oh, I like, this atomizer at this voltage and it tasted good with this juice. Well, I'm sure it did, but it's going to be different for you. So instead of, dialing it into an exact voltage that you heard about, just turn the wheel till it's at a taste that you enjoy, and that's it. So that's all I have to say about it, and please subscribe to my videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, and keep on vaping.
Whip game proper, cocaine chopper. Don't offer me reefer unless you know the flame proper. You know I'm in something sick when you see the twister popper. Fucked up off juice and vodka and high as a helicopter in a grape jelly jag or peanut butter Bentley or Ruby Hummer, cause a few bitches is coming with me. Or break down slowly, I'm spouting off in the stick shift. Mwah, give my rims a kiss, they got big lips. Now tell the good